Right guys, here we are. Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I'm in a new room, new house. Sorry there's been no uploads, but because of moving house and generally just lack of willing to want to carry on with the channel, I've had a couple of weeks to think about it and how the channel's going to work. It was working quite nicely with Baggio and Man United together. It meant it easy to record. I could normally record 2 episodes in one night, play a few games, and then record another 2 episodes a couple of nights later. However, I was really struggling to get into both saves because one minute I was having to play 6 games with Man United and then moving over and playing 6 games with Baggio. I was finding it hard to really get into it. Now, I was going to keep Baggio as my main save because that was the main idea behind it, and Man United was supposed to be nothing more than a beta. But I did a little poll on Twitter, and because Man United is getting double the amount of views, I've decided to keep this save going. So Baggio, unfortunately, will be taking a back seat. It may reappear. I think this Manchester United save potentially has not got as long as Baggio in terms of years left. But I have got a plan for after Man United finishes. I'll either go back to the Baggio or I'll start this Manchester City save. But for the time being, we're just going to go with the Manchester United save. So there'll be hopefully 2 episodes a week, Tuesday and then either Saturday or Sunday, one of the 2 days. That's the plan going forward. Right, enough of me rambling. That's the plan going forward. Let's get into today's episode. We've got a World Club Cup final. First things first, the light's not great. I do know that. I do normally record at night. I'm recording Sunday morning because I suddenly had the urge to record. I am getting a blackout blind back there, and the lighting will be improved. And also, I do need a webcam stand in the new setup. It's very much a work in progress, but I just thought I'd need to get an episode out while I'm wanting to record as well. So just apologies for the light in the background today. It does hide my ugly mug a little bit anyway. We have got a World Club Championship final against International today. The last episode was a long time ago. It was actually the Dirty Leeds game. Since then, we have done a big change around. Now, mainly because I decided to keep this save going, I've gone away from the tiki-taka because that was the room of tiki-taka. It was a bit boring to watch. I wasn't playing well. So I've gone back. Well, kind of gone back. We're now playing with 2 strikers. We're playing a 4-2-4. This run, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 straight wins was coincided with a change in tactic and also welcoming back Alexis Sanchez into the fold. As you can see, 10 assists, 8 goals, 15 games. I decided to give him a go. He's playing as a deep line forward, which with his technique, passing, vision, he's pretty good at it. And he's been really good at it. So him and Kane are forming a nice partnership. I have got him for another 1.5 years as well, on 350 grand a week. So I thought I might as well try and get the best out of him. I'm not going to be able to sell him without probably paying the majority of his wages anyway. So we're going to keep him, and he has repaid us handsomely. So our run has been pretty impressive. We've just had the draw for the the draw for the Champions League. We're playing Dortmund in the first knockout round. Difficult draw, but as you can see from the teams, there wasn't much. Maybe a Porto, Valencia. The rest are all the big boys, so it's going to be an exciting competition once again. League, we have been knocked off top spot, but we have got a game in hand. We're absolutely flying at the moment. Harry Kane is just starting to pick up form. We have this every season with Harry Kane. It just takes a couple of games just to get going. We've got a very big game. The next episode will be an absolute beauty. We'll be playing Liverpool. I think it's the start of January. We'll cover that game in the next episode. Transfer wise, we've struggled without wasting money. I did promise a big signing in the January transfer window, but at the moment it's going to be a no. Mainly because the players that we've got in are doing well. We want to give some youngsters some playing time as well. We want to give playing time to Charlie McCann when we can, and then we've got the 2 wide boys in Gomez and Chong. We want to give them games as much as we can. Hopefully we'll get rid of Belotti in the January transfer. There's a lot of interest in him. Milinkovic-Savic, he's still unhappy. A lot of clubs after him. He won't go in January. I'm hoping I can do a deal to PSG and on return get Mbappe in. So the tactic does see us play with a ball, a box-to-box midfielder and a deep line playmaker on support, with then Sanchez as a deep line forward at the moment. Kane can play that, Martial can play that, Lewandowski can play that. So we're no shortage of players in there. The only real change that we've seen is Pogba having to revert back to a deep line playmaker. He's still getting in around the box. He's still playing very, very well. Him and Milinkovic-Savic, what a midfield we've got in there. So, today's game, we are playing International. We had a little scare to start with in the semi-final. We had a 6-3 win over Guangzhou. Cannavaro's in charge. We did go 1-0 down after 2 minutes. We did turn it round, but we did let in 3. You see, we had a run of, in November, 6 clean sheets out of a possible 7. Then we let 4 in. Then we had another clean sheet, and another 3 in. I am looking to do some business potentially. Manolas is coming to the end, so I think we maybe need another centre-back in, possibly, and potentially another right-back. Kyle Walker-Peters, squad-wise, Kyle Walker-Peters wants to go. He is transfer listed, and so is Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Neither of them could promise game time. It's not helped Ruben Loftus-Cheek changing the tactic. We have no Scheller striker now. So he will be on his way out. Hopefully in January we'll offer him out. I'm happy. He's worth 90 million. I don't really care what I get for him. If I can get 10 million for him, that will do fine. Right, let's see how we get on in today's World Club Championship final. Also, the change in tactic that we've had has just mean we've just brought back Shaw and Dalot, the 2 wing-backs. So they were complete wing-backs. We now just got them on wing-back on attack for Luke Shaw, so we can get round the outside of Rashford, so the inside forward. And then we've just got Dalot on wing-back support, just to keep us a little bit more defensively stronger. We've had to make a couple of changes, because it's been only a couple of days since the last game. We've had to leave Matuidi and Pogba on the bench. Both were on 83% fitness. So Loftus-Cheek is going to get a start in a World Club Championship final. Luke Shaw is in. Manolas, Stones, Dalot, De Gea's got his place back. We did give Henderson a go in the semi-final. Milinkovic-Savic, who was rested in the last game. Loftus-Cheek, Rashford, Zaha, Sanchez and Kane. Have they got anyone we recognise? Damiao, an old football manager favourite. He must be getting on. 32. So here we go. World Club Championship final. We are in the black. I'm hoping Sanchez can put a performance on today for you boys. Here we go. Here is Sanchez. Nodded back to Shaw. Sweeping out to Dalot. Good run from Dalot. Good finish. Rebound. Oh, should have put it in. Going to National. Got a little run on the ball. Pumped up with Luke Shaw's going to bring that under. He's nodded it down to Rashford. Here he goes. Sanchez. Look at that ball. Sanchez to Zaha. We should be have a goal here. No, he took maybe too many touches there, Zaha. What a pass from Sanchez, though. We may look at doing something in the summer as well, transfer-wise. Can we get another striker in? Manolas has tapped home. We may go big. I think we will go big. The squad is very full. We've got players like Chong, Gomez. We may let Wilfred Zaha go, because we've got Lingard and we've got the young boys out there as well. I am interested in getting Mbappe in, if possible, a striker, and probably another centre midfielder, because Matuidi's getting on. Charlie McCann, maybe not up to it. Loftus-Cheek going. Milinkovic-Savic may go. So we may have to look at recruiting a centre midfielder as well. Here he is, Milinkovic-Savic. Okay, 2-0, 16 minutes gone. I think this is going to be a rout today. Yeah, so expect some, because we didn't spend any money, did we? This summer we just had Kyle Walker-Peters. Who else did we get in? Lewandowski on a free, and Loftus-Cheek. So we'll have some money to spend. I think we've already got 200 million in the kitty already. Obviously a successful season in the league, and more importantly in the Champions League will see us with a hefty budget. 3-0, Marcus Rashford, 23 minutes on the clock. I am going to look at Pellegrini for Monaco. He's worth about 67 million, so he's going to break the bank. I was also looking at Dybala as well. He could probably do the deep line forward role very, very well. Loftus Cheek. Rashford. He's going to have another go, Rashford. Ooh, just wide. Loftus Cheek. Shaw. Launch into the box. Zaha's there. Was that off the post? Was it safe from the keeper? Yeah, so let me know in the comments what you think about the channel change. It's going to make it harder for me to record, so that's why there's going to be 2 episodes a week and not 3. Could save from De Gea. But I was just finding it hard to swap and change between 2 saves all the time. Playing 6 games of one and then having to suddenly switch off that and get your head round another one. I was finding it hard and less enjoyable. So I was thinking of having 2 enjoyable episodes a week rather than 3. The Baggio one may return. I did find that I didn't enjoy, because it's the first time I'd ever done a journeyman. I don't think I enjoy the journeyman kind of moving around clubs. I think I maybe am a 1 club save kind of man, or at the most 2 or 3. I did enjoy looking for jobs. When I was unemployed, I did enjoy looking for jobs. But once I was in, I didn't really feel like it felt like home, if that makes sense. The Baggio story will probably return for FM20, though. I've got a little idea circulating in my head for a Baggio-esque sort of like from the class of 92. So I'm going to create a club with Baggio as chairman and have a load of ex-Italian players from the 90s as backroom staff, as directors, as youth development officers and all that kind of stuff. And we're going to create a club in Italy's Serie D. I think it'll be Caldano, which is Baggio's hometown, a very small village in the province of Venice. Is that right? Could be right. No, Vicenza, sorry. Vicenza. As Harry Kane makes it 5-0. So that's the idea around that. But this Man United save, now I can think that I'm not going to end it. We are going to look at trying working on the youth. We have got Matty Pearson, who will be put into the first team squad, the left back. We've got the centre half that we got from Exeter as well. I need to get him back involved. There we go, Zaha. Can we get one just before half time here? Dalot crossed into the box, cleared. Back to Manolas. Luke Shaw. There it is. Marcus Rashford. 10th goal of the season. 6-0 up. I thought the game might have been a little bit tighter than this. So half time, 6-0. I said now that the series has got a little bit more legs, we'll look at integrating a couple of the youngsters as well, like we said about. We've got the time to do it. And we may offload. I think we might look at offloading a couple as well. Do a bit of a big... We've sort of like been quiet in transfer-wise for a couple of seasons now. I know we got Harry Kane in 300, but in terms of bodies, we may look at a bit of a squad overall just to make the save a little bit more interesting. See if we can get a couple of Galacticos in as well. Milinkovic-Savic piling forward. So there's players like Mbappe, Dybala. Rashford has got his hat-trick. 7-0. Rashford. Free kick. Stones. Good save from the keeper. He's been absolutely pummeled, this keeper. How many shots have we had? We got a penalty anyway. Harry Kane smashed. 8-0, 55 minutes gone. I do apologise for this. I thought it'd be a good game. It'll be a good game to do. World Cup Championship final. Because I think last season when we were in it, the first time we were in it, we didn't cover it at all. I think I just went through and played it. Can I do some subs? Let's get Lewandowski on. Sanchez has played a lot of games recently because we had a little bit of a knock to Harry Kane. Let's get Jesse on. And let's go Gomez for Rashford. Go Lingard. Keeper's flapped at it. Manolas has got his second. Oh, it's 9. It's 9. We better praise him, haven't we? We haven't given him any instructions yet. We better praise him. Would like to keep a clean sheet, though. We're going to break. Lingard. Kane is going to square it to Lewandowski. He's going to go himself. Maybe he should have squared it across. Lewandowski is going to find himself on the periphery of the team. He's got a year and a half left. He did a 2-year deal along with Sanchez. So we've kind of got them two. We've got to start looking at them two being replaced. So that's going to definitely mean a striker coming in. If not this summer, definitely next summer. But it all depends on what's available, really. We've got to be looking at sort of like the the regens. Lewandowski's in. Good save from the keeper. We've had 34 shots. Ronaldo's still kicking about. I would have loved to. I might see if I can bring Ronaldo home for a year before he retires. He's not planning on retiring just yet. He is on £1 million a week though. Lingard corner. Cleared. Hit it, Gomez. He has hit it and he's absolutely smashed it in. What a way for Man United to hit 10. Angel Gomez. People that are always interested in how he's developing. He's now 21. Naturally Trequartista, but he can play out wide. So he can play both roles if we end up going back to having a shadow striker or an attacking midfielder in there. 5'5", I didn't realise he was that small. He needs to play more games though. He's not played many games. So I was maybe thinking losing a Zaha who is wanted might just help us. Might just help him, give him and Chong a little bit more game time. Here we go, Gomez. Can we finish on a high? Can we get 11? Lewandowski to Luke Shaw to Gomez. Lovely ball into the box. Kane headed down. He's going to get the rebound. That's never been a penalty, but we'll take it. We'll always take a penalty. Manolas, because he's on a hat-trick. There we go. 11-0. Manolas. He'll probably never score a hat-trick. He is 30 years old. To be fair, he's got a couple of years left. I don't maybe necessarily need to look at bringing in a replacement just yet. We have got the youngster that I got from Exeter, as I said. So we may use him as fourth centre-back next year. I've given you some goals in this season. I think the first episode we had the Liverpool game, was it 6-4? Then we beat Leeds 4-1, and now we're had an 11-0. I think that's a record for the channel. Full time. World Club Championship. I don't think the board regard it as important, but I think in terms of what we're trying to do as Man United manager, trying to win as many trophies as possible. There we go. So we've got the Super Cup, the World Club Championship, giving us nearly 4 million, 3.84 million for that. So we'll take that. Hood declared as one of the best ever. Manchester United boss Matthew Hood has ensured he will pass into history as one of the world's greatest football managers, simply in terms of the amount of trophies, competitions he has won after the addition. I must be, if I made it, I'm 20th. 20th on the list. Who's that? It's a lot of trophies. We're a long way to go with Fergie in there. 17 domestic divisions. I don't think the Sabres that got that many legs. But we want to be looking at possibly breaking into at least the top 10. Definitely going to be the best English manager of all time. I think we've only got, if we do it in nationality, there's Bob Paisley. I think we'll look at overtaking Bob Paisley, I think. But we've got 1 Carabao Cup, 2 Premier Division wins, a Community Shield, 2 World Club Cups, 2 Super Cups, 1 FA Cup, 2 Champions League wins. There, Neymar is urging Milinkovic-Savic. So there could be a little bit of movement in January. We are going to come back. We are going to come back pretty soon. We're going to come back for that game, which is the game against Liverpool at home in the league. We've got Manchester City away in the Carabao Cup. Potentially, we might have some semi-finals in there as well if we get through the Manchester City game. We've got a very, very, very busy Christmas. We've done very well. We are going to need to rotate the squad as much as we possibly can. But yeah, the next game will be Liverpool because that is going to be a beauty. They're level on points, but there's better goal difference, but we've got a game in hand. Right, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for sticking with the channel. I will be back regular now, 2 times a week, Tuesday, Saturday, just with the Man United save. If you enjoyed today's episode, please drop a like in there. And also subscribe to the channel. Of time of recording, I'm 799. I'm trying to get to 1,000 in 2 months' time before the channel hits 1 year old. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. And I will see you on Tuesday for the next episode. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching.